Hey guys, what's going on? And today we're back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the infamous Richard Hart, and I watched a video this morning that was pretty interesting about PulseChain and a big hex whale that made all his money off of hex, so he had no reason to talk bad about Richard Hart, but he brought up some pretty interesting points, guys. So before I do that and get into all the information that I have, please subscribe. We're about to hit 200 subscribers, so if you like the videos, like the information I'm posting daily, so please hit that subscribe button. So let's get right into it. So basically the updated news is that PulseChain will not be launching this month, but realistically that's not much news because we already knew that, right? He said that we would be launching probably mid to late May. We're already on the 23rd of May and no launch. So yesterday when he announced that, there was none of us that was thinking that we were going to launch in May, right? So he's just basically saying that people are agreeing with him because who wants to launch at the bottom of a bear market, right? But, and then there was some more information that says PulseChain update, the validator rotation slashing delegating code has been mostly rewritten and promptly or partially implemented in native Go. Outside has the EVM, that thus not a solidarity and much higher thread output. This means that PulseChain is getting faster, safer, and more powerful, right? So I was watching a video of a pretty big hex whale who made all of their money off of hex, and realistically that person would have no reason to talk shit about Richard Hart, right? He was saying the truth of the matter, right? Richard Hart is out here buying Lamborghinis, Ferraris, $9 million Rolexes, collections, and we've learned more about Rolexes than you would ever know, right? I don't own one, probably a lot of people in this video don't own one, right? Richard Hart is not a developer. He's not a coder. He's a marketer. Let's be real here, right? He's just getting updates. So as much as he would want this to go faster, he can't force it to go faster. Let's be real here. He's trying to, it looks like he's not trying his best, but I would assume he's trying his best because, he wants to be the best. He keeps fighting, saying Bitcoin's going to go to $1, blah, 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 all this stuff. He's marketing, right? And the thing that he's going to have to do is he's going to have to stop fighting everybody. The person was saying that, there was, almost $1 billion in PulseX, right? That was sacrificed. And the whale was saying, well, what's going to happen when we launch? We're not going to do a 10,000x, 100,000x. We're not going to get anywhere to where Hex was because Hex wasn't worth anything. And then people started coming in. But what's going to happen when PulseX launches and we don't even get a 10x off launch because all the people that are already in it, Hex whales, his community, his cult that follows him, they're already in it, right? And they're getting impatient. Realistically, that's what it is, right? So let's see. Hex. If you've been seeing the price of Hex, it's been dumping. Not really dumping hard, right? But considering to what it was doing before, the whole market testament, it was doing good even when the market was doing bad, right? All of May, people start getting antsy, nothing happens. You could say this is correlated with the dump in the whole market, but from going from a high of, in May of 20 cents to going to right now where it's less than 8 cents, about 8 cents, people are getting impatient, right? People are starting to talk. They're thinking, Richard Hart talks too much. He's just spending people's money. Now, let's be real here. Everybody who sacrificed knew that they weren't realistically ever going to get anything back. You think, right, that you were going to get something back because you thought, he's going to make something. But at the beginning of the day, he put and said that if you invest, you're not expected to get anything back, right? That he was going to donate some of the money and then keep some of the money, right? So he's out here buying, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, making fun of people, saying people are haters for saying stuff about his Lamborghinis and all this stuff. But realistically, right here, realistically, people are being mad because he's saying, oh, look, red Ferrari, green Lamborghini, and these are the PulseX colors, right? So people are getting upset for that reason. $1 million Ferrari just went, haters and tears, all this stuff, right? He's out here living his best life because he's a marketer. He's not realistically working on the actual token itself, right? This video might get a lot of hate, but if you're a realistic person, what I'm speaking is the truth, and that I'm right. Not all this research, not all this information, not all this is from me, but it's realistically what you're thinking, right? I only sacked $1,500, so I'm not gonna go bankrupt over $1,500. But the people that sacked $1 million, $500,000, $2 million are pretty upset right now, and they're showing it, right? Realistically, how far can this go down? It can go down to zero, realistically, right? But not, because there's people holding it up, all that stuff like that, right? There's holders, everything like that. You see the holders have increased, not by, from day to day. It went up more in these 2 days than it has gone in the past couple weeks, right? Or days. So realistically, people are getting mad. The testament all over Reddit is Richard Hart is just playing with people's money. But he's not a developer. He's not playing with people's money because he can't do anything. He's not there coding. He's doing interviews. He's a marketer. He's a face of what he's built, right? He says it himself. He owns the world's largest diamond multi-billion, founder of PulseChain.com, Hex, ETH Fork, Hex.com, YouTube, whatever. 27 million for, he says he has an IQ of 145. Who knows if that's true? He had to be pretty smart to make what he did, right? But people are getting upset. And when people get upset, FUD starts happening, stuff starts happening. I'm not here to FUD anything. I would be more than happy if this launches. Realistically, it's not going to launch in June in my head. It's not going to, he said May. He said, the testnet, everybody saw the testnet. We thought, oh, wow, testnet's out. But like the whale said, the testnet ain't nothing but play money. Until we see the actual tokens launch, PulseX, all that launch, this is nothing to us, right? You can't make money off of the, fake money you can off of the testnet. But other than that, what are you going to do, right? You can't do anything. So realistically, this is just nothing. But realistically, people can do nothing but, wait at this point, right? I feel bad for those who sacked over 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, because if you would have put that a year ago, I've sacked on like December, early to mid-December, and I've been waiting for almost 6 months at this point. I can't fathom waiting over a year and expecting to hear, stuff like that. And announcements, the only announcements you get is that, PulseChain is getting faster, safer, and more powerful. What does that mean to an investor, right? It's getting faster, safer, and more powerful. Okay, right, but where's the token? And there's going to be people in the comments, I already know, that are going to say, well, you can't rush a token, right? Not a token. This is more than a token. It's a network. It's it's an ETH fork. So you can't rush it. You can't rush perfection. But he said he's not trying to do perfection or anything like that. So realistically speaking, we're just waiting. That's all the news that there is. We're getting news maybe every 3, 4, or 5 days, and I'm pushing out these videos. As you can see, I realistically think that he's going to have to start doing something else, and push out some more information for people, right? Because if you think about it, what's he going to do, right? He can try and market this as much as he can. But when we launch, the people who are already in it are already in it, right? So the only thing that's going to happen is those who sacked and aren't actually looking for long term are going to dump. And then realistically, he's going to have to market his ass off. We know he can market, right? He's got some things up his sleeve, but he can't start pissing everybody off, right? Because he's going to need all these people. He's going to need YouTubers. He's going to need the community. Richard Hart is only one man. He's only got 200K subs. That's a shit ton of, or followers. That's a shit ton of followers realistically. But when his engagement's 2,000 likes, 800 likes, that's not that great. You can't run a network off of 1,000 favorites, right? So he's gonna need help out there. He's gonna need people. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's actually gonna launch? When is it gonna launch? What's your opinion, right? I do think he's gonna launch it sooner or later because he's gonna want this next title of saying, he founded PulseChain, one of the biggest networks out there, one of the biggest chains out there, right? So that's why realistically I do think he's going to launch it eventually. But how long is that going to take? A year, another half a year? That's what will be left to see. Hopefully we don't go another year or half year without launching something at least, because if that keeps happening, bear market plus FUD just means 15% down in the 24 hours, right? We're almost at the low for 24 hours. The year low is 0.44 cents, so we're almost at a yearly low. You could say some of that is from the the bear market, but realistically you can even see from these comments on the side, people are flooding. I cannot wait for all this stuff to hum. How's your Ponzi token doing today? Just cashed out all his assets from Hex. The founder keeps letting the project. Many more excuses from Dev. I'm out. Rich just said it's not launching this month. Once that incoming, the FUD is there, guys. So, we'll see what happens. Realistically, I'm over here chilling on my other projects. What are we doing here? I'm sitting over here on Drip. We're getting Drip. We're doing all this stuff. Why are we on a different network? We're doing good. I did my first airdrop. We're at 9 members so far on our Drip wallet. So if you guys want to join, join up. I'll be doing 10 Drip airdrop every single week. And I did 1.25 to each member because it was 8 members last week. So realistically speaking, you can still get a good amount of airdrops if you join my team. So I'll leave that link down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and please let me know your opinion down below. Don't just come over here and trash me. Just give me your realistic opinion. Let's have a conversation in the comment section down below. I'm never going to block comments. I take all feedback and everything like that. So give me your feedback, guys, in the comment section down below. Let's talk. I hope you guys all had a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.